Hey, Crypto Hotep here again with another trade review video. Needless to say, it's been a really good week this last week in February, and we haven't even closed out the month yet. And I have another trade review on another win that I have before even the last day of the month. This trade review is going to involve the ever popular crypto Solana, the ticker symbol SOL. Um, and as always, I do bring receipts. So on February 25th, I noticed that Solana's Solana's key level of $100 held up pretty nicely, and it didn't collapse. And indeed, it pushed up and produced a decent size engulfing candle on that level. And what I projected that price could do is potentially break that downtrend for a move back up towards the 120, 121 range or price point, because we had yet to sweep that area. Okay. And on February 25th, I did set a bid because I really liked the way this chart looked. It looked fantastic. And so I did set a bid here. And the next day in the morning, I did get filled at that bid, which was good. So I was officially in the trade on February 26th. And then one other thing that I did call out, and you'll see on the graph here, I was looking for a specific bounce once we broke that trend. So once we broke the trend here, I was looking for a bounce, and you will see here that we indeed got that bounce right here. So as always, we go to the monthly chart first and foremost, and we switch to our ever faithful line chart here. And so as I scrolled in on the chart, Solana has a really nice chart. So, what we always look for are points in the chart where price moves dramatically from or to. So what I mean is looking at where price drops considerably, right here, for instance, right here, for instance, here where you can get both support and resistance right here. So that's what I specifically looked for. And then I zoomed in on the weekly to gather my daily support level. So again, I look at the weekly first, and then I get my horizontal ray tool out, and I will mark up weekly levels. For instance, this level here. This level here it's around 74.87. I would round that up to 75. 75 is a whole number. It's a nice psychological level as well. So typically what I will do is I will place my ray tool here, and then I will scroll to the left and see where it potentially could have touched it as well. So like here, say for instance, we put our tool here, I would assume this level would have been wicked through, which it would have right here at around the 75 level. And then one other thing is you're never going to get pinpoint accuracy on these levels. Price never comes exactly to the penny to that price. So I had to realize that, and I had to understand that with price, as long as it gets towards a certain area, I'm usually good. And that's a tip for traders as well. As long as you get the area where price can potentially go to, I would say 7, 8 times out of 10, you're fine. Price will go somewhere near that area. I think a lot of times people get frustrated, and also they'll miss trades, or they may mark the wrong trades down because they want to be so pinpoint accurate on the level. And honestly, trading is a very imperfect sport. So that's just one thing One thing to keep in mind. Another level I did note was here um, on the weekly. And again, I'd be looking right here, as a level, as confluence where it was supported multiple times. But going into the daily and switching back to the candlesticks, what I did notice was that price had not come down into the that even 100 price point. And what I mean is you can see here, right here. So again, price comes up, kind of wicks the key level here at 100, comes back down, grabs some liquidity, gets the lows out of here, and then finally breaks through. Now what happens is it leaves the 100 area without being retested, so it just breaks through. I really don't consider this little wick a retest. Like, I'm looking for a retest inside this blue rectangle. So price potentially just skyrocketed past 100, got to about say 118.50, and then cascaded down. And that's what price will do at times. Price will get very close to the target that you think it's going to get to, which typically price would have been attracted to this monthly key level here. But again, it wasn't, because what happens is you'll get price to push up. You may get FOMO coming in where people want to buy at this high point. And then what happens is price reverses. Everybody thinks, oh no, it's over, only to bounce off of another key level here and then continue that rise up, which you thought it would do right here. So price does this all the time. So what I did find is I said, okay, price is coming down, forming a short-term downtrend, but the downtrend is coming into a key level at 100. 100 is a very psychological price level. It's an even number. It holds a lot of weight in Solana. As you can see, it's been touched multiple times. If we scroll left, I'm pretty sure we can see it. Yeah, we can see it touching multiple times here as support, resistance, also resistance here. So we can see it, we can see that price was attracted to it several times. So what I wanted to see though from here was a push up, which I did get. Nice green candle that overshot this previous red candle. And honestly, that was enough confluence for me to place a bid in at 101.55. So what I did was I placed a bid in a little bit above this blue rectangle, because sometimes, again, price will come down and it may just kind of wick very slightly. It may not go into your area or the actual line, but again, price will get near it and it may not hit it right there on the head. So what I did was I said, you know what, I don't mind buying Solana at 101.55. That's completely fine. If I don't get the 100 even, that's fine. So I got wicked in here on this little red candle, and then I also placed a bid in the 100. So slightly, um, a little, a little slightly way down in the 100 price range, just to see if price would come back and tap me in. It did off of this off of this green candle, and then that was the green candle that finally broke the downtrend. And as price broke the downtrend, typically, again, what price's movement will do is it will then retest that trend line, that downtrend line that we have right here, and that usually will be the trampoline to go up. Now, personally, and I tweeted this as you guys saw, I didn't really care if we bounced off of this and went up, that'd be fine. Or if we broke the downtrend and then came back down into the key level and then went up, because that will happen as well. Didn't care either way. Either way was fine with me. Solana said, hey, we're going to pick the shorter route. So price did break the downtrend, retested the downtrend line, and boom, off to the races. This was a very good trade. It played out just as I thought it would, and this was a nice 20%er. So a little bit more than my previous video. Again, not one of those 50%, 75% trades, but I had this level, this 121 area level in mind. And again, I'm pretty conservative with my targets. So I usually place my targets a little bit lower than the actual key level, because again, sometimes price will not hit your mark, but it'll come very close. So all in all, a good trade. And as you can see, Solana's still pumping here, and it may actually break through this key level. But one thing I have learned from the prior bull cycle of 2020 into 2021 is set your targets, take your profits, and you'll be just fine. So hope this video helped. And if you have any suggestions, any charts you may want to see, feel free and let me know. Feel free to like and subscribe as well. But thank you and happy trading.